All right, the first video is going to show you how to use the Ebony Pencil. The first thing is each of you within your kits will have your own pencil sharpener. These fail to work if you get too many scraps in here, so you do need to get in the habit either at the start of class or the end of class, popping off the cover and dumping this out into the trash. Also, you can get pencil lead stuck in here, and if that happens, you want to take either another pencil if you happen to have one and you just slide it through and pop it out, or something that's small like a pen and to just pop that lead out so that your pencil sharpener keeps working. Then, okay, tricky part is getting it put back in its spot. Then the lid pops off. You have two sharpening options. You never want to go, you always want to stick to the one that it fits in the tightest, because that will cause it to work the best. Once your pencil is sharpened, the other things that you're going to need to experiment with this first box are your white eraser. You'll want to open this up. Don't use a pair of scissors. I know the plastic's kind of a pain, but we don't want to ruin it, and this is your one eraser for the whole 18 weeks. Also, I recommend keeping on the paper. You will also want to work with the Tough Stuff eraser stick. You will want your tortillon. This can also be called a blending stump. Blending stumps have two ends on them and are meshed paper made through a different process, whereas a tortillon is rolled paper. And then you'll want your eraser shield. Again, pop this open. And depending on your pickiness, you might want to keep the plastic because it's easy to bend these and they tend to bend less in the plastic. You can pick any of your boxes for the pencil. I recommend picking a box that has a bunch of tight corners because it's easier to use. And then in this space, you're going to experiment with all the different ways to use the pencil, but you're going to want to keep something underneath your hand, and then you're not going to want this to move because it will cause things underneath it to blend. Also, there are oils in your hand that with a lot of our non-oil materials, they won't work on paper that has any oils from your hand or lotions from your hand in them. So you always want to keep that clean and covered. And then I want you to experiment at several different levels. So the first one is, can you get a nice, clean, constant media? After you have practiced shading in an area with nice, clean, consistent media, I then want you to try going from a dark value, a pure dark, all the way to light, where you get a nice, even blend level. And a trick that artists use to get the lighter values is to flip the pencil so that it's underneath their hand. They use their pinky as their balancing mechanism. And you'll notice I'm putting down so faint you might not even be able to see it. And you can use your tortillon in a circling motion to blend and pull that out, and practice going back and adding faint amounts of media to create that consistency. You want to make sure that you stay tight within the box space. The next would be the eraser shield. You can set this down. You can use either eraser over top to create different patterns within your composition. And then I'm forgetting something important. Oh, with your pencil, this lead is extremely soft. And if you let this pencil roll onto our floor, you will have broken the lead inside of here and your pencil will cease to work properly, which is really a pain because you only get this one for the whole 18 weeks. So be very conscientious of your pencil location.